Okay. Hi guys. It's probably echoey. So let me take this over here. I'm gonna go out somewhere else because it gets echoey when I'm close to my other computer. I have to do it this way so I can show you guys all the things on my phone. Okay, I hope that's better. I hope it's not echoey and bad. And I hope my children don't bother us. So we'll see if we make it through this. All right. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about Instagram today. I have some tips and tricks that I want to talk to you guys and share with you guys about. So I'm not an Instagram professional, but I have really gotten into it the last, 6 months or so, and learned a couple things, and I really enjoy it. Like, I have a lot of fun with it. So I mostly do it not because I don't think I'm getting a ton of sales or anything, but my followers grow every single month. And I like it. Like, it's kind of fun. So let's talk about it. So Instagram, and of course there's someone cutting wood outside. Okay. So Instagram, I always like to talk about the purpose of all these different social mediums. Okay. So like we talked about last week or maybe a couple weeks ago, the purpose of Facebook is to socialize. It's to also sell and create content and to see businesses. People go on there sometimes to find you, to find your business, to find whatever, okay? They stay on Facebook to socialize. They also stay on Facebook if they're entertained or to shop or like to watch lives, and mostly entertainment and socializing. So that's kind of the purpose of Facebook. Now, we've talked about also the content on Facebook is not evergreen. So it's not going to pop up, or if people search things, it's not always easy to find that content. It's easy to find you, but it's not always easy for people to find your content. It kind of goes into the big vortex of the Facebook feed as soon as you post. And if it's hard, because if you don't get a lot of engagement on your post, it's not going to go up into people's feeds. Now, Instagram feed is very similar to that. Your Instagram feed is not necessarily evergreen content per se. Okay, so we'll talk about that. But it is on your actual profile. So when you post something on Instagram, the purpose of Instagram is also a little bit of socializing, but most people go on Instagram to be inspired, to be entertained, a little bit to connect, and to have some socializing, or to kind of figure out what people are doing, or a little bit to shop. I think people get on Instagram not intending to shop, and sometimes they do. So that's kind of the purpose of Instagram, is they kind of, you go on there to check in on people and to be entertained and inspired, okay? So when you post something on Instagram, it's kind of the same thing as Facebook. It's not going to go up into people's feeds if you don't get a lot of engagement, if it pushes it down. People normally do about a 3-finger scroll and look and see what there's there before they move on or look at the stories or whatever. That's about what you get. So if you're not in the top 10 posts, they're not going to see you for the majority of the time. Now, I know some people sit on Instagram and scroll for hours, but I've never done that. So generally, most people will do a 3-finger scroll and move on. But that doesn't mean that your posts are not important. So on Instagram, and I really hope that this is being recorded. I think I hit record on my computer, so we should be okay. And I hope it's not echoey. Okay, but I don't have a way to check that. If anybody pops on though and lets me know if it is, that would be great. Okay, so the purpose of the posts is it's kind of your storefront of your profile. So people will come to your profile, and if they see a nice feed of posts, if they see all your posts and they look really pretty or whatever, they also kind of do a 1 or 2, 3 scroll through your post profile, okay? And if they like you, they'll follow you, okay? So you want your posts to kind of be the best of the best, or to be your personality, to be your brand. It's your storefront, okay? So you want to make it you want to make it the best of you, okay? In my opinion. So you want your posts on Instagram to look pretty. You want them to be inspiring. You want them to be entertaining. You want them to be a little bit of social about you. You hopefully want people to engage. So, I mean, questions are always good within the actual descriptor, you know, your posts that you're making. You can ask questions. You can talk to people about the clothing. You know, create curiosity, that kind of thing. That's great to do on Instagram within your posts. And a lot of people like to socialize on there. So if you do ask questions, if you do create some curiosity posts, then hopefully you will get people who will comment and who will want to interact with you, and it's fun, okay? So that's kind of the purpose of stories. Some people like to do a filter on all their images within Instagram to be able to make them look all unique, all the same, kind of have like a theme. Some people change their theme within seasons. So they'll put like a more of a brown filter on them in the fall, and then they'll do like a more of a bright white pink filter in the summer or spring, whatever. Like they kind of change it up. Also, some people like to have completely random theme going on, or a random kind of like focus on their pictures. I am a little bit OCD, and I do every 6, I'll do like a word art, and every 6, I kind of have like a rotation that I do, and I'm going to pull you into Instagram. I hope it works, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. But I'll show you guys in just a minute. So that's, that is within the posts. Actually, I'm just gonna share my screen, and we'll just talk as we're going. I just really hope my microphone will still work, but I tried this before and it was working. So let's give it a shot, okay? Okay. Ooh, I hope it's working. It says it's gonna work in just a minute. Everything on your screen is recorded, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so here we go. It says I'm sharing my screen. I may run over to my computer to see if it's working, so I might get a little bit echoey for a second. Okay, so if we go into Instagram, you can see my feed and see how I have like a rotation of the word art. Hold on. Oh, yay, it's working. Okay. So you can see the rotation, like my word art is, you know, every 6. I have flat lays. I have close-ups of myself. I have my family life, my business life, all the things. It's who I am. I also use similar filters for all of my stuff. I like my whites to be very, very bright, and I like my blacks to be very contrasting. So I have like a contrast filter that I use for the majority of my pictures. And then I also, if you can see that little image that looks like a TV with like a lightning bolt in it, those are actual videos. So when you click on them, it goes to my YouTube or my Instagram videos, but that's just a little preview image of the video. The shopping cart is actually, you can click on it and you can actually shop the things that I have put into my Facebook page. I've connected it to my Facebook business page commerce, and I've plugged in all of these items linking directly to Savvy's website. So they can click on the website, they can go shop it if it's still available and buy those things. So that's kind of how I have that set up. And then again, the videos, you click on those and you can see the video playing, and then you can click on watch on Instagram and it'll show you that, okay? So lots of fun things you really can do with Instagram. Now let's talk about the little fun highlights right here. Okay, so you can make quite a few little highlights if you want. I think I have too many. I need to kind of clean it up. But if you click on a highlight, it'll show you obviously all the highlights within the reel. Now, if you look at the top, I have a lot, and I do go through and I'll actually clean this up and delete some of them. So I'll go down here and remove it from the highlight if I want to. You can edit the highlight, and this is where you go to edit your cover. So you can change up your cover. You can pick a different cover within your images. That's how you do that. If you want to know how to make a cover, let me show you that. So I used to use one that's called, if you can see, where did it go? Right here. On the left-hand corner, it says highlight. That one actually isn't available anymore. So I went into the App Store and I was looking. If you look at highlight covers, there's a whole bunch of them now. There was like 4 or 5 really good ones that I was seeing. So any of these you really can download onto your phone, and then you can create like a highlight cover for yourself, and they're kind of fun. So that's what I used to create my covers, was something just like this that I was able to just create really quick. And then I popped that cover into Instagram. Okay, so let's go back to Instagram. So that's how I got my covers, and you can change them up. You can do whatever you want. You can name them whatever you want and create a new one. Those are really fun, but they're just for your Instagram stories. So when you go to stories, if you've never done this before, you just click on your profile at the top. Hi. And it brings up a camera for you. You can either take a picture or down at the bottom, Instagram has filters already in it. So you can scroll the bottom here like I'm doing, and it'll put a filter. Okay, that's weird. Oh, that's really weird. It'll put a filter on your pictures. Now the ones over here past the home button, these ones I have actually downloaded. And if you saw it when I clicked on it, like if you look right here, see, it has the name of it. And those are ones that someone else created, and I was able to tap on it within their stories and save it to my own. And I'm going to show you, that makes me look really tan. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, so let's go find one. I'm going to go into Instagram. Oh, I have to find a story. Let's see if Kat has one. I hope she does. Let's see. Oh, nope, she only has 2 things going on right now. The other people I follow that normally have them, shoot, there is, okay, well, I don't know who would have one right now, but let's see. Nope, she doesn't have one, but it'll show right underneath their name if there is one for you to get. And I really, oh, no, that's not it. I really want to find one for you guys so I can show you. There. Okay, so if you, there we go. So she has this filter on her Instagram stories. Up at the top is her name, but then underneath it, it says World Tour Filters. I just click on it and it brings up this thing at the bottom, and I can either try it, save the effect, send it to someone, or do all these kind of things. So I can just save the effect, and it's saved into my Instagram. So now when I go, I'm glad I found one, went and create something. So let's just take a picture. It's down there at the bottom, right? That wasn't it. Where is it? It was like World Diary, White Aesthetics, enough. There it is. There is World Tour. That's the one that I just saved. And actually she has even double special things within it. See if you can see, she even has other filters within the filter, which is really cool. So you can just take the picture, click, and then save it and upload it and do all the things. You can also add text. This is a boomerang. So anyway, and you can add more pictures. So lots of fun things you can do with it. Really fun to play with. So let's go back to my Zoom. Okay, are we here? We're here. Okay, so stories are so much fun. And people like to watch stories if they're entertaining, if they're educational, if they're inspiring. And a lot of times if people will see that you are consistent and that you have lots of good content, they love to watch your stories. I know I do. I have some people that I watch every single day because I love their content. It's inspiring, it's helpful, it's all the things, and I love watching them. So they're kind of fun. Also within the stories, it's really great for you to point to your other social media sites. So if you're looking for like content or other things to share up your other stuff. Like if you're doing something over in your Facebook group, share about it. Tell them to come join. If you have a new YouTube video, point to that. Share about your new YouTube video. I always use stories to kind of almost like a newsletter email highlight reel. Like you want to let them know all the cool things that you're doing, all the cool things that you found out about, your day-to-day, all that kind of stuff. And the fun thing about stories is they can kind of be a little messy. Like, you know how we talked about like your feed, you want it to be kind of pretty. It's like your face of like your kind of business or your brand. A story can be pretty like random and whatever. And it's really just your day-to-day. It's whatever you want to slap on there. It's only there for 24 hours. And it's kind of a fun little blip of who you are. So don't feel like you have to have themes, even though some people do. They'll do some really cool stories with they're telling a story, like they have like kind of a theme. Those are really fun to do, but you don't have to do that. I rarely do that. I'll just be talking about my kids. Then I'll post a picture of me taking pictures. Then I'll talk about Savvy launch. Then I'll be talking about painting my nails or you've seen stories. It's fine to just have it be dirty and random and just fun. So that's kind of the purpose and how you can run your stories. So share yourself imperfectly, share your brand, share who you are, do all that kind of stuff and bring that value content to people and they'll start following you. So just like I said, with all of this, really the trick is to just do it. Just do it. You're going to do it imperfectly. You're not probably going to have like your brand right now figured out, but just start posting, start doing stuff, and then you kind of figure it out and fine tune it as you go along. I mean, even now, I'm still fine tuning kind of who I am, who I want to represent, and we change and we evolve and all the things. So just don't be afraid to do it imperfectly. Okay. Okay, we can talk a little bit about like your name and your description. It really depends on who you want to find you. So within your name, if you really want to have people who are searching for Savvy find you, put that in your name or in your description. Most people won't, though, if they're like specifically looking for Savvy. Normally what they do is if it's in the name, they're really interested. If they have lots of followers, even if they don't have the name, they're interested. But if you have those kind of two things together, then it's like, oh, wow, they'll really follow you. But if that's not really what you want your focus to be, if that's not who your brand is, but it's just a part of your brand, then don't put it in your name. Just make you who you are. And you can add Savvy or whoever in the description, but it is, it's harder to get yourself followers for people who are just searching for those things. I don't know if that makes sense. So, anyway, okay. So that's really all I wanted to touch on for, the name and the description. Okay. So one other thing though, in the description, and I'm going to go back and share my Instagram, because I have something that's kind of fun. I know a lot of you probably already know about it, but I want to make sure for those that do not know about it that they can see it. So let's go back to this. We're going to share my screen again. Okay. So if you go into Instagram, into my profile, if you can see this little thing that says MSHA, that's a milkshake app. And if you click on it, it takes you to a place where you can have a lot of different links, because one of the frustrating things about Instagram is they do not like links. They don't. You can't have links in your post. You can't have links in your stories. I mean, unless it's linking to like a different story or an Instagram post. They don't want to take you out of Instagram. So this is Milkshake, and this is, you have cards, and within your cards, you can put a whole bunch of different links. So this is me. I'm Cherie by Design. I want people to come hang with me, and I have all these different places that they can come hang with me. So they can go register to Shop Savvy. They can go to my boutique. They can go to my VIP group at Facebook. They can go to my Facebook page. They can go to my YouTube channel, newsletter, TikTok. And actually, I need to take off that last one because I'm not doing that anymore. So all those places are just links. So they can click on it. It'll take them directly to those places. Now, you don't have to have just one card in Milkshake. You can flip it. And then I'm also an affiliate for Gab Wireless. So I have this link that they can get $5 off their phone and all the things. And then I also have a weekly pick that I need to update. But there's that one too that I created. So all these different fun cards, you can add quite a bit of cards. You can have different links on them, different pictures, whatever you want to do. So that's Milkshake. Now let me show you what it looks like. So if you go to the Milkshake app, it's right here. It says Milkshake on the right-hand side. If you click on it, just like I said, you've got all these cards. So here's my cards. So I can add another card if I want to. And these are just basic templates. So you've got about, like if I want to talk about myself, we have links, top picks, all these different fun things that you can do. I'm just going to do a YouTube one because I don't have one. It'd be kind of fun. I don't know. And you can click on this and then you just change it up. So you fix the heading and you add a description, you put your YouTube channel, maybe some videos you want to share, you press preview down at the bottom, and then you're able to publish it right to your YouTube or your Milkshake, right to your Milkshake links, and it'll add it up, but we don't want to do that. So, that is how you use Milkshake. I really like that one. I know a lot of people have used the Linktree or something else, but I really like this one because you actually have these different cards that you can add into that one link, which I just think is really, really fun. So I hope that all helps. I tried to keep this under 30 minutes. We're barely there. Oh, there. I'm like, how come it's not going back to me? I hope that all worked. I'll make sure to get this to you ladies because I know nobody showed up today. That's okay. It was more of a training anyway, so you can watch it when you have time. If you have any more questions, though, that's kind of what I was hoping people would show up for and let me know if there's anything else about Instagram that you want to know or learn about, because I'm happy to help you with what I know. If you can't quite figure out something, let me know. We can have a Zoom call or something to figure it out. So if you have any other questions, type them in the chat, our daily chat that we have on Facebook. Just let me know and I'm happy to help you out, okay? Okay, ladies, have a great Tuesday. Let's go see what items are dropping this week. I'm so excited. I always love Tuesday information. It's the best live to find out all the new goodies that are coming, those sneak peeks. So I will see you guys next week. We're going to talk about YouTube next week. So I will see you then. Bye, girls. I'm going to try to stop this. I got to go back in there. So just ignore this part. Okay. Okay, bye, girls.